What's good? What's going on, y'all? Y'all too on Prime Point Media, where people recognize one man entertainment. And we got a full studio in the building today, as we got artists traveling from Camden. We got NoCap Shawn in the building.
Yo.
Escorted by his security guard. My guy, you want to put a plug in real quick?
Yeah. Add me at YPC Draco 856_.
There you go. You got it right there.
Going right to come to security, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear that.
Go on in the situation when you outside.
Never.
When you outside, man, you call that.
Listen, how'd you hear about us? Speaking of which, you come from Camden, coming outside. How'd you find out about us?
So I ran into some guys at the studio. I was sitting there for a couple of hours, just checking a couple artists out and everything. And it was good. You know what I mean? I ran into this guy J Mayo 046 on IG. But that's I'm giving y'all that because that's how I do as far as when I tell you about somebody. So you can go follow this dude. You feel me? Fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I was with him. I was with 6OG. You can follow him at SIXOG. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that. I
love.
was in there for a little bit, and it was vibing, man. It was on that drill. You know what I'm saying? On some hot shit, and I really liked that. I was fucking with their vibe, and I got on that joint. The song was called "Air 'Em Out." You know what I'm saying? That was some hot shit. I fuck with them. Shout out to New York. Shout out to everybody that I was on that track with, man. That was big for me. That was a step in the right direction for a lot of this music shit that I got going on. And without networking like we do, artists really can't be an artist. That's what I'll say.
Right, 100%. And that's what we were talking about before the show. Networking, learn to grow, expand yourself. Because in this industry, you can't do that unless you put yourself out there.
Right.
You can't be afraid to take risks. Now, before we get into that, I want to ask you, who represents you? Do you represent yourself? You have management? Like, how does that work behind the scenes with you? Your moves, the plans you make and stuff like that.
So for everybody to know, I'm a business owner. I own my own business. I run it. I have assistants that run it. You know what I'm saying? So this is official. This is official. You know what I'm saying? The management is called ESGR MGMT. I run this joint for a year strong right about now. First year wasn't our best year. I ain't gonna lie. We had a lot of people in and out. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually how it is when you're doing business. Some people may understand it, some people may not. But at the end of the day, business is business.
Facts.
And you can't look past that. So, with me saying that, I've been here for a year. Have a strong connection to people throughout the U.S. and outside the U.S. Just so y'all know, we not just based out of USA. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit.
This is not just at home. This is outside your home. This is outside our state lines, outside your city lines, outside of the country lines. So, with that being said, I decided to step it up a little bit. I decided to go a different direction. I decided not to feed everybody that's around this country because they haven't picked up on us yet.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
You're gonna pick up on us this summer. You're gonna pick up on us when we have all these shows going on. We got a show April 18th. I'm gonna be out there.
Where at?
I'm gonna be showing my ass. And not in a negative way. It's all positivity. We positively hustle over here. You understand me? When I say showing my ass, I mean having a good time. I don't want nobody thinking that we gonna go out here and wild out and act dumb. We coming here for a good time.
In business.
And just like Drake said, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm gonna let my man go on.
No, I appreciate that. That was funny. No, that's legit. And when you said right now people ain't picking up on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's low key what a lot of people struggle with. Up and coming entrepreneurs, up and coming artists, because they'll look at stuff and they may not see the numbers we get. First of all, I want to talk about numbers. This guy does numbers. I'm looking at that camera as if that's a recording camera. That's the real camera. This guy does numbers. 10.5?
10.8.
10.8 thousand followers on the gram. 2,200 listeners on Spotify. Does numbers. YouTube subscribers. Assistant. He does numbers. For people that may not be doing numbers, right? artists are trying, because at one point you probably weren't even doing numbers. You gotta start somewhere, right?
No lie, you're right. I started to the point where I'd have like 1 or 2 listeners, and I'm talking about people that was in my neighborhood. God, could you actually understand that when somebody outside your neighborhood listens to your song and actually communicates to you that they love your song, right, and they write you in your DM and they tell you, bro, this hot, and they repost you and tag you in it? Like, I had to do that a couple times to show people that it's real out here. Right. People are really engaging with me to the point where it's like, yo, when's your next show? Right. Wouldn't you want that for yourself? Yeah. That's all I ask you. Ask yourself, what would you want? Right. Would you want to just do music and just do it, or would you actually live out your music? That's it.
Now, when you was having those low numbers and stuff like that, you created stuff. You have confidence in yourself. You always will. Right. You wouldn't put something out unless you didn't think it was hot. Correct. If you thought it was trash, just keep it on the wraps. Right. But when you put it out, you know what it is. You know what it powers. Yes. And if it didn't get views or numbers or streams that you kind of expected or hoped it would get, how did you handle that mentally?
I would say, okay, I took it as a learning experience. I took an L, and the L wasn't for a loss. It was for me to learn from my mistakes. Without learning from your mistakes, you tend to drift back into that realm of negativity. You tell yourself, man, damn, I keep fucking up, but you keep doing the same fucked up shit. Right. Now you think to yourself, I keep doing the same fucked up shit. Maybe I'm fucked up. Okay. Now you are analyzing the situation. I had to analyze what I was doing wrong. After a while, I realized maybe I'm going over the top by cursing too much. Maybe I'm not solidifying what I'm really doing. Maybe I'm not making a stand for something. Right. Maybe I'm not standing on what I'm saying. And then now to see me standing on it, see me conducting business the same way I've been doing, and shit ain't changed, but it's just the same hustle and the same hunger that you always seen. What's next?
Right. It's gonna come.
Yeah, next is consistency.
Exactly.
If you're not consistent with yourself and with the fact that you're an artist out here, I don't know what you're doing.
Right. It's either you fall in, you're all in, or you're all out. There is no, you know what I'm saying? I feel like your 9 to 5 is gonna feel your 6 to 10. The 6 to 10 is gonna feel your 24/7, 365. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot before they really get started. You put stuff out, you hope to see love, because I'm gonna ask you this firsthand, because I don't like to speak for people or the areas they come from or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of times when you with a group of people, a lot of people talk about what they want to do. It's so easy. Everyone's like, yo, I got this thing coming up, or da-da-da. 9 times out of 10, it falls through. There's an excuse why I fell through. But then there's that 1%. There's that 1 to 10 group that say they're going to do something. 5 years from now, people are like, oh shit, he's still doing it. But they see you growing. And they hate to see a person come from the same spot they was in, but progress further than they did because they were serious about life. Right. Now for you, do you see that? Do you feel that? Like now that you're growing, you're doing numbers, do you see that from people, as in like you see people kind of like resenting you or like hoping you fall off at this point because they see you being serious about something you talked about probably for such a long time?
What I see now is that people that I would usually have with me, they have to venture onto certain things too. You know, like I can't hold somebody here and make them do what I'm doing.
Facts.
So, eventually they become their own man and do what they need to do for themselves. Hopefully they see what I got going on and what I'm trying to do and what I'm attempting to do and what I'm clearly making a successful move on.
Right.
That maybe, you know, get in the same type of light. Right. Get yourself in the light. Don't be in the shadows, because at the end of the day, when you're in the shadows, do anybody really hear you?
Right. Exactly.
Do they even see you? Right. Don't be in the shadows.
Don't be in the shadows. You heard, put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there.
We was talking about this on the last podcast. Not everyone.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. And another thing, you have to invest in yourself. I believe this. If you do not put any money towards the fact that you having a career, there will be no successful meaning to that career without you making a successful, conscious decision.
Right.
that this is what I want, and at whatever cost it is.
Great point. So when it comes with that, not a lot of people have the money to put it out there, right? I don't even know how do you handle it. Does it worry you sometimes when you see your funds, but then you know studio time costs this much, this performance is gonna cost this much, traveling is gonna cost this much. Money comes, in my eyes, money comes and goes, so you can't be scared to take risks. But that comes lightly when people may not have the funds. Like, do you ever feel pressured and scared to make certain moves because sometimes money may not be there or something along those lines?
I'm gonna put it this way. I've been in them situations, but I guarantee you now, since me doing numbers and actually elevating myself and actually stepping up and investing in myself, it actually opens up doors, believe it or not. You invest in yourself, you just don't know what that door opens up.
Right.
That one investment can actually open up a opening for somebody that you may never even thought you could do it with. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, take a risk.
Take the risk. Put it out there. Money comes and goes, bro. I try to get that hold people because you don't understand who's going to be in that room, who they work with, what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. You have to get... Before... General question, real quick. What is your ideal big picture for yourself? Where do you see yourself in this industry?
I see myself in the industry as continually owning my business, being an elevated artist, and actually conducting business on every level as far as movies, as far as people that want to be content creators, as far as people that want to actually still do music,
right?
To people that actually want to sell their quality items as far as a vendor at a you never know, a swap meet or at a convention, fashion show.
Right.
We're like, put it this way, it's only up from here.
Only up. Facts. Because with that being said, you got a bigger picture. I like to tell people you had the bigger picture. Now, not saying get rid of it, block it out real quick and develop your path to get there. Right? Develop your path. Those steps that you take is that path to get there because you have that bigger picture.
Right.
The problem is people try and do the same thing with their path. So I'm going to do this to get there, and you can't do that. Sometimes you got to make a right and left. Sometimes you got to take a detour or go around or something. And that's the shit they don't notice. Because if you go out there, you might meet a producer, you might meet someone that you didn't expect to meet that can put you in another room to get further and help yourself out. How did you learn to do that shit? Networking, because obviously you seem very self-taught. So what made you comfortable and confident enough to be able to network and put yourself out there?
Well, being in the game for over 10 years and not having a chance to make a name for myself due to the fact that it's the lack of investment. Let's be honest. The lack of investment. The lack of belief in yourself. You can ask anybody and they always believe in themselves. I guarantee you they won't say no.
Right.
And the reason why they say no is because people down talk them. People never gave them uplifting words. They didn't never take them and give them the real criticism that they were supposed to. They're supposed to tell them what's good and what's bad.
Right.
What they tend to do is tell them what's bad or not say nothing at all.
Right.
And that's the problem. When you don't say nothing to an artist and you let them know that you don't really care, they eventually get not sentimental, but they have a feeling towards their music. You gotta understand that.
Right.
Now, if you have a feeling towards their music, you tell them this is not it, but I do like this. They may change that for you, and you may like a song from them.
Right.
You may become a fan. You may want to buy that track and be able to play it. But nowadays, we have unsupportive people that give you the wrong rundown. And by them giving you the wrong rundown, you feel like they're running right over you to let you know that you need to stop. But that's not what I'm here today to tell you. What I'm here today to tell you is that keep going. Fuck what they say.
Right.
They ain't had your best interest at heart. I need you to move forward.
They're not feeding your table. They're not putting food on your table.
Nah, they're not putting food on your table. And if they was putting food on your table, they would have told you some real shit.
Right. Exactly. And when artists get sentimental, you can hear that in their raps. You hear that in the songs they write.
Right.
You put a new tape out, Envious 2.
Yeah.
Out all platforms, everywhere, streaming everywhere. Is it on YouTube too?
Yo, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
When I say global, when I say worldwide, when I say out of space, this is exactly what I mean. We touching different atmospheres on this one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mop It, go dance to that shit.
Yeah, she gonna pop it, baby.
Artists, make a freestyle to that.
Yeah, we gonna get something together. He was just talking to me about that. We gonna get a little Mop It, where y'all able to hop in on the verse. You feel me? Matter of fact, I might give it out for a song, but y'all gotta run me up. Ain't no way that I'm gonna be giving out something if y'all can't run me up.
It's business.
It's only business.
It's
and
business
is business.
Business is
Get
business. That's right. Love is love. Business is business.
Yeah.
We're envious too, and your music in general.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you ignore the sentimental part. Just in general, the stuff you write. What do you want your fans and your audience to hear when they listen to NoCap? When you put a project out?
I want them to hear the real. I want them to hear that, you know, it's real. It's real out here. Like anything that you can possibly think of. When I be telling you no cap, it be really that. It be really real. It's no lie. It's really me standing on what I'm selling you. So if you telling me that you hard, right? Where your hard tracks at? Where the shows where you going hard at?
Right.
Where, you know, you gotta give me all that shit, no cap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I need you to do is run the realest shit down to me that you possibly can on that Mop It joint. So when he said about Envious 2 and let y'all know that we was coming and that this was hot and that this was something different for y'all, and I'm letting y'all know it's something different for y'all just gotta step up. Make a move.
Make a move.
Make a move.
That's what we all do. Make moves. That's how you grow. Making moves. With your projects and your stuff like that, your inspiration behind the music, does that come to you like in the moment through certain situations? Like for example, when you make a tape, I want to know the creative process behind your tapes, right? You have an album, but like some people's albums tell a story. Like Usher, if you listen to his tracks, and they're telling a story. Like met this girl in the club and got knocked up and stuff like that. Like do you tell a story to your songs that lead up to the title of your album? Or is like a lot of your songs just like on the spot inspiration shit that you went through?
Alright, so some are what you said about the steps, you know, like going through it, you know, actually really going through it. And the other ones are situations that happened in the past that I wasn't able to speak on. So all this stuff is facts. Like all this stuff is facts. Like the real story lies in the music.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that it's the hardest, it's just like hard where it's like, oh, I do this, I do that. I don't have to portray a life that someone may live.
Right.
Because a lot of people do that. They portray a life on the music and they just like, yeah, I'm this nigga. Hold up. Let's be real. When we out here in this music, nobody wants to listen to that every day.
Right.
So that's why I come with versatility. Mm-hmm. So my music is based off of my versatility.
Okay.
With me being versatile, I'm able to switch from a good vibe or a conscious vibe or a party vibe. Mop it. Yeah. Conscious vibe be real, it is. A love vibe, you cross love when you the first one in the beginning, so that was with the girl Belle. Role play is more of like a smoking, have sex type of vibe.
I like that you're taking me through this.
So yeah, and me and you is like me and her holding hands in the car, and it's like, damn, we got pulled over. We must be the shit. It's like all of those. So like, there will be official music videos for all of that. I know I gave y'all like performance shows about what I was doing, and I was giving y'all me being outside for real. But I'm gonna really give y'all a true storyline and a true official music video to a lot of these songs that's on this album. I will not move on with any other video until I get these videos that I got on this album.
So, because I like to ask that question because my favorite rapper is Hobson. He says in one of his songs, I use my music as my public diary. It's what inspires me. It's why your fucking son admires me. So when you come with your versatility, you know, I'm not going to speak for you. Do you know or feel that like with that, some of these different tracks, I'm going to ping the different audiences. This song's going to hit on this group, this song's going to hit on that group, and then at that point, it's all going to come full circle, come back. Is that how you feel about it?
I do feel 100% about it that way. Only problem is it seems nowadays that it's based off the algorithm on how certain stuff works.
Oh.
So if you come with a certain day or time and a certain hashtag and different stuff like that it will actually trend better. So basically you can drop something whenever you want, but it has to be a trending idea.
Yeah.
Behind it.
Yeah. How do you
That's
feel?
a whole other thing.
How do you feel about that? Because here's my problem. And I shouldn't say it's a problem because I sound like a hater. But I don't like sacrificing my morals or anything like that for the sake of views or clout and stuff like that. I want to ask your opinions on trending topics and stuff like that. For example, case in point, my situation. I'll use that to paint the picture. Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. I had Will Smith's nephew on the show 2 months ago.
Smith.
Yes, I had 7 people DM me. A couple people, I think I can 7 for sure I can name right now. But people hit me up, yo, I want your opinion. Can you make a podcast about it? So everyone know. I said no, because that's not, that's, in my eyes, I'm looking at that as clout chasing. First of all, Will Smith's my idol. Don't believe it? I don't got one. I got 2 of his books. Dude's my idol. I know like all his movies, I got a poster in there. I'm not going to sit here and just make a video talk about a sensitive situation.
Correct.
For the sake of views and stuff. But like you said, certain things trend the algorithm on what's trending, and people make content, or people might switch up a little bit in what they do just to add to that niche. How do you feel about that when you see artists, whatever, make a song about something like that, or just people in general, content creators? Because at the end of the day, that's what we are, and entrepreneurs. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel 2 ways. Sad to say. Some guys out here trying to get paid. You understand me? These are how these guys get their paychecks. The other one is, I frown upon the fact that you'll waste your time to do it, as far as talk about something that's already been talked about. But without you talking about it, where's the relevancy? You gotta understand that too. They keep these things relevant, regardless if it's me and you.
Right.
Me and Draco. You know, if we talking about this type of stuff, that eventually you're going to talk about it with somebody else.
Right.
So it's inevitable.
Yeah.
In that form, it's inevitable. That's why I gave you 2 reasons. Because at the end of the day, when you have 2 reasons, it becomes a landslide.
I like that. That's a different outlook now. I look at it because, like, I see a lot of people nowadays. It's easy, and the way social media deals. No offense, I'm not trying to sound sexual like that, but it's easy for females nowadays. They be popping out with their fitness pages. You post a video of your ass in spandex, and next thing you know, your page top my page, top your page, and followers and likes. But people like you and me are putting out genuine, hard content that we are taking time to perfect and craft, because genuine stuff like that takes time to like really build. How do you feel your music is evolving over the years? First of all, how long have you been doing the music? And then on top of that, how do you feel it's been evolving throughout time?
With this first year being in official business, it's been a blast. I've seen my stuff go from 0 to 100 to 200, and to fluctuate up and down when I drop certain songs, and for me to realize and see how the community really reacts to what I'm doing. So what I see is they like more of me going with that vibe of me and her, me and the life of trying to be a successful person. Because a lot of people, they're living a life of mischief. And I'm living a life trying to get right.
Right.
I don't know how many of y'all are on the right path, but I'm definitely heading on that. I'm definitely up that way. I'm up that alley. I'm up that boulevard, that avenue, that drive, that highway, that route. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they be asking you, are you on that route, when you're on that way to the top, that's where I want to go.
Right.
And I don't see no other way
And that's the scary part about it. When you pick this path, when you pick the path of doing your own thing, promoting yourself, doing all that shit, entrepreneurship, business, all that, there is no timeline on when this shit's gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, if you're gonna be in the same spot that you were, not even saying that, not even saying you're not gonna grow, but let's just say you didn't reach a certain point you have hoped to hit in 5 years, would you still be doing what you're doing right now?
Yes.
No hesitation. That's saying that we're serious about it. That's saying that we're serious about it. No hesitation. Because at the end of the day, like this shit comes with like time and progression.
Mm-hmm.
You might leave here today, go in the studio, record a song, have nowhere that shit got 30,000 streams and it goes viral and people use it as a TikTok dance or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
My beat could be bro, I'm sorry, that beat was too hard for me.
You know what's next? We're gonna come out with a video for that. Since you was bringing it up, let's give them Mop It. It's a nice song. It's quick. It's something that they can actually vibe to. Something that the DJ can play back 3-4 times and then not get old. You know what I'm saying? So let's give it to them.
Bro, the beat is just, I don't know. Because with your music, I'm not going to tell you how you should do your music or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I feel could happen is, and this is all up to you if you want to do it or not, like there's so many different avenues in which people can use to like expose the music. So back in the day, it was like, yo, listen to my tape. Like Eminem sent like a mixtape, mailed a mixtape to Drake, right? Or not Drake. And then now you got internet phased in. People, find my stuff. Now you got Spotify streamings with CDs, discs, all that stuff. Now you got apps like TikTok and stuff. If you create something but have it somehow go viral, that shit's hard to do. But with these apps, you can make your song become a trend. You can make your song become something other than potentially music, but what happens, it links back to you at the end of the day. Now these companies are reaching out, yo, NoCap, we'll give you this much money to put your song on our platform to have it used. You know what I'm saying? Now you're that dude, or like on Instagram, you can simply post a story and add someone's song to it. I have a huge tendency to do that with Moneybagg Yo. He's one of my favorite rappers. Huge tendency. If you peep my stories, I'll add Moneybagg Yo song on top of my stuff all the time. And it's just automatic habit. But like that's what I'm saying for you. I have nowhere people start doing that with NoCap. Songs they vibe with or find hard. Like if they're training in the gym and you have some type of training song, they use that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a fighter use that just that this links back to you. I think in today's age, as easy as it is, it becomes that much harder because people don't follow real content, which is going back to what I was saying earlier about a girl who just create a fitness page and that shit just goes viral. You know, it's just like, I'm sorry, but that's how it is nowadays. You can post take a girl with a bikini, and you can take this podcast right now. You can take your newest single. That girl in a bikini will be both our stuff combined probably at the end of the day with likes or something. You know what I'm saying? For the most part.
I got something to say about that.
Go ahead.
The reason why I did the 2 songs with Bell, and the reason why that it's more outlook than all the songs on the album, even when you brought up Mop It, is because I went outside my comfort zone. I usually would do a song by myself or with a feature with a couple of my guys, you know, or the people that I've been networking with lately. Well, with it being her, it actually branched out more than it's supposed to. Honestly, like than my whole album.
Really?
People really was stating that those were one of the best songs on there because of the empathy, the sentimental value that it had in the first song. Cross Love was about me having a girl that I love, and like knowing that I had to conduct my business, and it was just like she's like, you know, like trying to get to you,
right?
And it's just like, you know, we already been down here before. We've been down this road. I'm trying to advance. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is.
How do you feel it's going to change your game going forward with your music now? That you heard that advice, that you heard that feedback.
I'm looking to do more female artists.
More female artists?
Yeah.
What about male artists? Just female or?
I'm not cutting out the males, but I'm just letting it be known that the females really got my vibe. Mm-hmm. On the fact that we can take it all the way up. A lot of males, when they come to the music, they may not put the same money in or the same energy as they would. And to be honest, sex sells.
Yeah. How do you feel about? No, how do you feel? My bad. Wrong question. Oh shit. Do you liquor? Blame on liquor. Do you when you work with these artists? Where do you find them from? Are they from local areas? Like people reach out to you through like local areas, distance. I know you said outside. You know what I'm saying? Outside. So for the artists listening,
I'm gonna tell y'all. For the most part, I usually search within the inner cities that I live around. I don't really branch out for the voices. The voices come to me.
Ooh, I like that. You know your worth.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful in this age.
Yeah.
When did you determine that you knew your worth?
This year from last year's hard work, this year is really where it should pay off.
Why this? How old are you now?
I am totally 29.
You're 29?
Yeah.
Totally 29.
Totally 29.
Damn, I expect. I get surprised sometimes when people say certain ages. I didn't think you were 29.
Nah,
right? I thought you were like 24.
I'm 29, and you know I have a soul of a young man, but the mind of a general.
Jesus God, I think it's like 24. Our age, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's our age.
29.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Anyway, that's powerful. You recently discovered your worth.
Well, not recently discovered my worth, but in this music industry, I discovered that I'm worth more.
I like that.
I'm worth more. I'm worth more. You know why? Because I'm the guy that's going to market it. I'm the guy that's going to promote it. I'm the guy that's going to put it out there. I'm the guy that's going to keep posting it. I'm the guy that's going to post it on my shirt stories on my YouTube. I'm the guy that's going to post it on my stories on my IG. I'm the guy that's going to post it on my Facebook, even on my artist page. So, what more do you want?
Right.
Can you not see the publicity behind that?
Right.
Can you not see the actual promotion behind it? Because you can pay another guy to promote your stuff. But is he gonna care about it like the person that did it with you? Mm-hmm. That's all.
How are you seeing that compared to your circle, right? Over the years, I feel like your circle obviously gets smaller. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't get smaller, you probably have a problem. Mm-hmm. Not everyone should like you, and you won't be the hero in everyone's story. Correct. And if you are, you do have a problem. You know, your circle gets smaller over time, you know, and you're obviously growing. Mm-hmm. How do you handle that when it comes to people that don't do music with you, but, you know, support you, but I asked that wrong. But this way, you have boys and then you have people you work with, right? Right. Your boys, you would hope, would share your shit. Some of them won't, some of them do.
Oh God.
How do you weave in and out of that when it comes to, as you do certain things? All right, bro, you come with me, but you come with me, but you won't get a free ride. You know what I'm saying? How do you handle that?
Okay. For the people that don't support me, we don't talk about those.
Yeah.
What we do is we work about the people that are really here, genuinely, actually concerned, and actually understand that they was fucking you at one point, they're not fucking with you now. You must be doing something right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Regardless, because I'm not doing nothing wrong besides going out here for my career.
Right.
I need a career. I need this money. I want this money. I'll do what I need to do to get this money.
We had an artist, and I asked that question to certain people, and you're the best one to ask it to as far as your growth and numbers you do. We had an artist on a while back, you son. He invested in himself, a risk taker, right? He creates music. He has a good sound, local South Jersey guy. You know, I would see him physically. At one point, he was having to ask some of his closest people to promote his stuff. Because if he didn't do it, they weren't doing it. And it low-key made me feel some type of way. And I'm not even the recording artist. I'm not even the guy making the content. So I want to see like how you weave in and out of that when it comes to like certain people. Because you'd be like, bro, you've been my guy for how long? But you can't share none of my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't crying over no spilled milk. Majority of the time when I'm not in this music scene and stuff like that, with my kids, you know what I'm saying? So when they come to them, that's like a piece. That's my piece. You feel me? So I get a chance to be me. I get a chance to be a kid again if I ever wanted to be. You know, there's so much grown shit we gotta do in this world. Where some days we just want to feel like we can be a kid again and just like live without having that stress on our shoulders. But at the same time, I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm leading a lot of people. And I'm going to continue to lead them. They with me. Shout out Young Moss. Shout out Dohanty. Shout out Kaido. Kaido out of the UK, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. Still Broke Moles. That's Young Moss. He out York, PA. Shout out Dohanty. He in Canada. And shout out the rest of the team that we've been working with. They incredible and they gonna keep being incredible. And shout out Prime because they really get us done. They really get the energy right. And everything that we doing now, we wasn't doing it before.
Right.
So I just want y'all to know. When you see my guys on here, they done stepped up. Okay? When you see them here, I want y'all to know this platform is for the people that's ready to take the next step. Okay? And even if you up and coming, you're still ready to take that next step when you're here. This is what it's going to do for you. It's going to put you in that next light. You were in a dim light. Now you got the mid light. Once you're ready for that bright light, this is where you get ready to go.
We appreciate that. That's love. What do you want your kids to learn from you through this music phase of being an entrepreneur?
For the first, I want them to learn the consistency. Without consistency, nobody can actually respect you as a person. They want to see you do something. They want to see you do it without, let's say, giving up. Because a lot of people give up after 1 try, 2 tries, 3 tries. I've been here so long to try as hard as I've been, and it's working. I just want you to know that no matter how long it's been, no matter how hard it's been, it will eventually work. Just give it time and actually dedicate yourself to what you're doing. Put your soul into the music. Put your soul into your business. And let them know you're here for the taking.
Damn, we love to hear it. You got any closing words you want to say, my guy? Want to plug your stuff one last time?
That's good.
Give them your IG again. Make sure they can follow you again.
My IG is YPC Draco 856_. You can hit me up on that. That's about it.
And he available for the security. You heard me? He gonna available get you right. We'll come through and make sure it's right.
What do you want people to know for you? We already talked about your shows, talk about upcoming, anything. If I missed, let them know now.
My name NoCap Shawn. I'm open for bookings. Book me for your show. You show up, party, pop out, do all that shit. Make sure that bottle cold too.
Yeah, DM them, email them.
Yeah, deposit ready too.
Shout out to Ciroc. Ciroc, Papa.
Yo, man, shout out to Ciroc. Yo, they really got me fucked up in this joint, man. I gotta go back right now.
Shout out to Ciroc. Hey, sponsor. James, got the bottle. Got the bottle real quick. We're gonna get Ciroc to sponsor us one day.
No. You gotta keep it in there. All right. So one. Oh.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say what I was gonna say was that one thing that you always can do is keep it
in there. I did. Yo, the last one when I recorded yesterday, I had the bottle. Oh, we don't need all of them. It's okay.
It's like you gotta bring all the bottles. Like, but I just brought 10 bottles. like never mind. No, I need 2.
You better see Squidward me to start grabbing shit.
When you want the sponsor, you need to.
Oh, right there, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to Ciroc for the sponsor. Shout out to NoCap Shawn and his security guard Draco coming through. Y'all are tuned in with Prime Point Media, where people recognize one man entertainment. And we gonna see you again real soon.